Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Hope you're having a good week and all that jazz. Thanks for tuning into the Unsigned Showcase. Today we've got an exclusive submission from a band who we haven't seen for about 3 years now, but I'm really pleased they've come back round again and still remember the show. These guys are from Gloucester, United Kingdom. They're called Elkapath, and they are an alternative electronic gothic metal band, which is a whole bunch of stuff going on in there. But they've let me know today, let me get it on the screen, that it says this track is a little more industrial, blending a rap vocal on the verses and a shouty chorus. It's a bit different to what we have done before, but we'd love to hear your views on it, and it'll be out now on all streaming platforms. So we're going to check it out, see what it's all about. They've got some new stuff going on within the music from the last time we saw them, and it's always nice to have a bit of an evolution and a bit of a change from whatever we saw last time. So let's give it a spin. Cool drummer. Great job. Nice high quality video to go with it. Yeah. No, it's really interesting. I really like the electronic industrial edge of this music. I'm an industrial. I started out listening to industrial stuff with new metal and things like that. And I've always liked to bring synths into this metal music, but it's always hard to know what's the right tone for a synth, or the industrial stuff works well because those tones are generally distorted as well. And that blends well with the other distorted guitars and things like that. But quite often you can pick a tone, an electronic tone that just doesn't blend very well with the guitars and stuff. stuff like that, and it's hard to kind of get that to mesh together. But these guys picked a really cool tone, and it's funny because I've actually done some work, some mixing myself for a band, underground band called Of the Knife, and they had almost the exact same kind of electronic industrial tone to their mix. So I know exactly how hard that this tone is to mix in with thick guitars as well. And it's actually very, very difficult because that tone basically fills out the whole spectrum of the sound because it's got a bassiness to it, it's thick, and it's got a real kind of thick tone, low end to it, but it's also got that fizziness and high ends and mids to it as well. And it basically wants to fit in all the same places as the guitar in terms of the frequencies. So you really have to kind of cut bits away, add bits into the bits there to make the sound actually come through, so you can still hear the guitar and still hear the buzz and the rattle and the bassiness of that guitar, of that electronic tone as well. That and it was actually a similar kind of way the song was as well, kind of, that I did it for. So it's kind of weird that that's turned out that way. But I know that it's difficult. It took me a minute to kind of find what frequencies I needed to pull out of the electronic tone and what frequencies I need to pull out of the guitars and the bass in order to be able to hear them both at the same time, and that they don't just override each other, so it doesn't just sound like one big mess. And I thought they did a great job on this one, and it worked well. And that kind of tone adds a lot to the music because it's such a big tone, and it's got, as I say, it fills out the whole spectrum. It just makes the whole piece of music sound bigger because it's another layer on top of every other thing in the mix, and it just makes everything bigger as a result. So I really enjoyed it, but it really harked me back to that mix that I did for Of the Knife. Really cool. And as I say, I think that just the electronic edge in this one elevated the track further than it would have been otherwise. Had that nice industrial stomp to it, but with the electronic edge, it just, as I say, made everything bigger, everything fatter, everything more distorted, and just brought a cool extra energy into this kind of music. So yeah, I really enjoyed the industrial edge of this one. I thought it went well. The drummer was doing a great job of stomping it out, but also when we moved into that breakdown section, I just loved it. Drummers don't do it enough nowadays, and it used to be the case where drummers did it all the time, but now you don't hear it so often, where when you have a nice breakdown and the guitars break down maybe into something clean or something like that, let the drummer do some rolling down the toms, get that energy going, that you just don't hear that anymore. So I really enjoyed hearing it in this one. And you could see that everyone in the band, but particularly the drummer, was really hitting his drums super hard, which you have to do for the industrial stuff because it's just big stomp, dun, dun. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. And to see a high quality video as well from these guys, so we can see all the members of the band rock it out on their instruments, is really great as well. So can't say any more than that. I really enjoyed it. I'm pleased that these guys came back around again after 3 years, because I always wonder, there's bands that we see, we've only seen these guys one time before, and there's a ton of other bands, probably hundreds of other bands that we've only seen one time before. They came through again. A lot of them, unfortunately, just aren't going anymore, and that's why we don't see them anymore. But there are still a ton of bands that are still going, and we're just waiting for them to put new stuff out, and hopefully they remember us and come back around again on the channel like these guys have. Because yeah, it's cool that people still remember us, because when they're only on once, you think, oh man, did they not really enjoy being on the show, or is there something I've done wrong? But when they come back round again, it's just, well, they were just waiting to put something new out, and then they can come back again and we can check it out. So I really enjoy it. We're still tapped into a bunch of really cool underground bands, even though we've moved into the Monday grind stuff now mostly. We still get these guys coming through and wanting to be on the channel, wanting to let me talk about their music and check them out, and hopefully they can get a few more listeners as well from the audience who enjoy it as well. So hope you've enjoyed these guys today. Go into the weekend with some industrial noise, and that'll do us right. We'll see you on Monday for the Monday grind. If you're back for that stuff, we'll see you then, guys. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye.